I'm at Milton Keynes for the National Scrabble Championships. The tournament is taking place at the Holiday Inn Hotel in the heart of Milton Keynes. Let's go inside. Past the lacklustre Christmas display and towards the Orchard Suite. 52 players play 17 games over 2 days. Whoever wins most games is national champion. Those on an equal number of wins are split by spread. The playing arena is good, and we're all set to go. Our tournament director calls us to order.
Otherwise you'll see results up in here from time to time. Now 5 minutes to go. Right,
and a hush descends. And we're off. The tournament has attracted 11 Grandmasters, including 2 former world champions. We are also graced with the presence of one of the superstars of the modern game, Ray Tate, who is followed around the world by his army of devoted fans, who record his every move. After 5 rounds, I lead the field, and am drawn against Austin Shin, also undefeated. I overlook a floating tee for Vutiust. Shin plays intramit in the same spot, and my goose is cooked. I repair to my room. I have a penthouse suite on the 3rd floor. With scenic views over the Garuda Gentlemen's Club and its environs. I return to the fray. From the lift, you can see the bar. Pre-dinner drinks are followed by dinner. The food is good, and the fruit salad a triumph. But there's no time to linger, because we have 3 more rounds to play. I lose my last game by 24 points and slip to 2nd place. It's tight at the top, with Robert Shaw 1 game ahead of the pack, having pipped Mackay by 4 points. It's morning of day 2, 8 games to go. The morning session brings mixed fortunes. I lose 3 out of 4 to slump to 8th place, whilst Robert Shaw wins all 4 to establish a 2-game lead over the chasing horde. The afternoon session begins under the baleful eye of the Garuda Gentlemen's Club. In each of the final few rounds, 2 of the players repair to an ante-room to have their game annotated. Back in the playing arena, Robert Shaw is losing games, and with 1 round to play is tied with Mackay on 13 wins. The final round is a winner-takes-all shootout between the 2 of them.
if you got everything, good luck and enjoy your last game.
Mackay elects not to be annotated, and the decisive game takes place at table 1, away from the prying gaze of the camera. Mackay's quiet opening move of Agar is followed by a bingo frenzy. Wham! Bam! Wham! And more bam! Robert Shaw has bingoed on his first 2 moves, but still trails by 50. 2 moves later, he has this charmless rack, and brilliantly spots up valued. Has his luck changed? No, it hasn't. Mackay lobs in another pair of back-to-back bingos to re-establish a 50-point lead. Robert Shaw again has an uninspiring rack, but pulls another cherry out of the fire with zincs for 68. They are now level pegging, with the end game in sight. With just 6 tiles in the bag, Robert Shaw has fish cake without the C. He plays haiku for 62 to take a 56-point lead, but it's not over yet. Mackay plays jar to trail by 39, leaving 1 tile in the bag. Magnifying glasses are not allowed for tile tracking in UK tournaments, but using pen and paper, Robert Shaw can see that Mackay has 7 of these 8 tiles. He's also got the Q on his own rack. The only place for the Q is above the eye of zincs, but if he plays there, he will lose if Mackay bingos. Robert Shaw has to stop Mackay from bingoing. Bingo lanes are columns N and J, and 9-letter plays through these letter pairs. With time ticking down, the only bingo Robert Shaw can see is littera in column J, which he blocks with fee. It's the right play. Mackay does have the tiles for littera, and has to look for another bingo. To no avail. The game concludes and Robert Shaw, overcome with exhaustion, falls asleep on the board. Friends and family rush in to check he's okay. He is, and he wakes up in time for the prize giving. The clock shows that Robert Shaw wins with just 13 seconds left on his time. Former world champions line up to congratulate the new national champion. And his family get in on the act too. The other players pack their equipment away, and tournament director Peter Thorpe prepares to award the prizes.
In second place then, on 13 wins, narrowly beaten at the end there, is Lewis Mackay. Okay, and finally, you all know by now, but with 14 wins and a massive spread of 1,367, plus 23 performance on the rating, Phil Robert Shaw.
A long time to get here, but it's a bit of a big moment for me. Thanks to everyone who supported me from club level, Ashton, Whitefield, and all my opponents this weekend for being really gracious. And thank you finally to my beautiful wife and beautiful daughter.
As is traditional at the national championships, the winner gets to be punched by one of the players. And we disperse into the night. It's late, I'm by the Holiday Inn sign. It's been an amazing weekend of Scrabble, and we have a new national champion, Phil Robert Shaw.